Well guys, welcome back to the Nest. I hope you're all keeping well. Time for another movie reaction. Now tonight's movie I promised you was going to be a bit of a well-known one. I may as well tell you tonight's movie reaction is a sci-fi horror. It is the last movie we're doing in 1979, Alien. I gotta say guys, this movie was fucking terrifying, so it was. Like, I wasn't expecting to just go in, and I will say it was very, very slow paced. Like, I'd say it was only about, what, half an hour in, and then we started getting the first glimpse of horror. Like, when is this movie set? Is it set in the future? Because it says at the beginning, like, this was a mineral ship. So basically, if it was set in the future, we're running out of, like, oil and mineral shortages. But like in Mad Max, which is set in the few years from now, back then, in 1979. So basically, I think this crew is going all the way into space to look for minerals, and they're on their way back to Earth. Like, there's no more minerals on Earth, so they have to just simply, like, look elsewhere. And they've been woken up because this planet has given off a signal, and as company policy, if there is an SOS signal where there may be intelligent life, they have to investigate it. So there's 7 members originally, and then later on I'm surprised to see there was only one surviving. This was Ridley Scott's breakthrough movie with his directing. So I do love the foreshadowing. Like, whenever they come across the corpse of that alien, they see that the stomach was busted open from the inside. Like, the rib cage has been, like, as sharp as possible. And one of the members, Kane, who's played by the legendary John Hurt, he goes all the way down into this cave, and there are these eggs, and he manages to go up to one, and this fucking creature just grabs up onto his face. Like, how does it even melt through his helmet? Like, they managed to get him on board. I have to say, I do not like Ash, because, like, he was told not to let them on because he breaks quarantine. I do find out that Ash wasn't originally meant to be on this voyage. Like, it was meant to be another executive officer, but they decided to switch it with Ash, and it turns out later on that Ash is actually an android, a robot. And later on, you just see him sweating milk. He starts getting the fuck knocked out of him. There's just fluid going everywhere, and they managed to rewire him to make him alive again, and they actually find out from him, how do we kill it? You can't. I think it was the worst thing. Here's the thing, guys. See if you come across like anything strange out of the ordinary that looks creepy or weird or very alien-like, as they state in this movie, just leave it alone, okay? Our thing I want to know is, like, whenever the alien hatches, like, you see it. Alright, before I go any further, I have to say, like, whenever you can't even remove the creature off of your friend's face because it'll only wrap onto your neck tighter, even though it's feeding you oxygen, it'll strangle you to death. And its blood is like acid. Like, it even shows, you try cutting it, the acid just seeps down into the ship. There's just going to be, you try to touch it, your hand's going to be burning your skin off you. So it's just not worth it. And it was really, I thought it was really weird to see that the ship had a cat, Jones or whatever they call it. I feel sorry for him having to be put through all this. And, like, the symptoms basically show, like once the parasite has served its purpose, it just ends up dying, and then they go up to the person who it lay the embryo inside. They seem fine. They do have some memory loss, and later on, while they're eating, before they go into another deep sleep, so they can just sleep straight through the return to Earth, which is 10 months away. Even though you may feel alright, guys, something's happened. That happens. So I don't know, like, what is the process? So basically, the baby alien starts off in someone's chest. They burst out, and how long does it take? Like 3 hours to become an adult version? How long is the evolving process? And I also found out that they have an extra set of jaws. I found out in real life that there are some eels that do have an extra set of jaws inside their mouth, and literally it can just open up and kill you just by a shot, like this. It's absolutely fucking terrifying. And later on, after Ash is revealed to be an android, he was hired by the company. So basically, the company's the biggest villain out of this movie. They hired Ash, the android. Like, it's no wonder he has no feelings for the other people, because he's a robot, and
So Ash was sent to bring this alien on board and bring it back to Earth so they can examine it, and he finds the entire Nostromo crew expendable. And I guess Ripley's in charge once Captain Dallas dies. Ripley is the main protagonist of this movie, and then Parker and Lambert end up dead when the alien manages to catch up to them. And I will say, I do wish Alien would just leave the fucking cat alone for a few seconds, because that's all she cares about at that point. She has no option but to destruct the ship. It blows up, and she thinks she's safe and sound inside the space shuttle. But then all of a sudden, I don't know if the alien is just sleeping or it just gets disturbed and it knows it's going to come for her. I don't know, because like you see it in that corner, and then you see that hand, and it gets ready to kill with that extra set of jaws. And Ripley manages to sing a little song just to assure herself. Lucky, lucky star. Opens the escape pod, and the poor alien just screeches. An abrupt ending. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off. I did really enjoy this cast, guys. Like, I'd love to see like a lot of well-known actors, such as Tom Skerritt. Ripley was played by Sigourney Weaver. I found out this is the first movie that had like a typical male protagonist in an action movie going to a female. Like Ripley originally was meant to be a male, but then Ridley Scott changed his mind, decided to make her female, which I think worked. It was quite groundbreaking in that. Tom Skerritt, Sigourney Weaver, Veronica Cartwright, Harry Dean Stanton, John Hurt, Ian Holm, who played Ash. I found out that he was very unknown to American audiences at the time. Like, he was already a famous UK stage actor. And of course, Yaphet Kotto. I don't know if you guys remember, Yaphet Kotto was the guy who played the bad guy, Dr. Kananga, in Live and Let Die, the James Bond movie. Yeah, but the first one with Roger Moore, yeah, I was glad to see him again. It was just a big, massive, fantastic cast, and very talented as well. I really enjoyed seeing John Hurt, especially with the chestburster scene. But because I'm going to use a final line for something, guys. This was my reaction to Alien. Last unprofessional reaction to the channel. Signing off. Now, guys, I have warned you guys, this is the last unprofessional movie reaction of this channel. I'll get to that in a wee minute. But I will say, I have really enjoyed 1979. There were a lot of great movies in that year. I did especially enjoy Rocky 2 and Moonraker, Apocalypse Now, the Muppet movie. I enjoyed Alien as well. I just enjoyed every minute of it. It's sad to see another year on the channel go, especially the last unprofessional one. We did lose a couple famous people in this year. We lost Sid Vicious, who was the bassist of Sex Pistols. I heard there was a lot of controversy surrounding him and his girlfriend. And finally, John Wayne. John Wayne, he was in a lot of Western movies, probably a lot more than Clint Eastwood was. I never watched any of his movies, but I'd say he was a fantastic actor. He was held in high regards. But goodbye to them too. And goodbye to 1979. And now we're moving on to 1980. Now, guys, you will have to bear with me on the next year, because I'm going to need to get a proper camera, probably a tripod, and probably a memory card or a new lens, because I'm going to need to do like full-length reactions. Like, you guys want me to see, I think you guys actually want me to like do proper reactions, like me watching the movie. I think you guys are just fed up with me doing this, where I'm not knowing what I'm going to say. It'll work better in my favor if I have the movie with me, and having my friends here as well. Like, because I worked it out. If my channel was doing really well at the minute, I'm not saying it's not, but if it was doing really well at the minute, then why can't I break more than 200 views unless I've got the film in front of me or the game? And that's what also I'm going to do. Like, for a while, it's going to be one gaming video per year. Like, we'll see how we get on, but that's what I think it's looking like. But I did really enjoy Alien. I enjoyed 1979, and it has been fun just doing these one-on-ones on my camera. But I can't wait to make this channel more professional, and it may take some time. I may not be uploading for a wee while, because I do need to get a lot more money in my current job and try and pay all this off. I will get a sort, guys, believe me, and I will get some help. But until then, I'm going to leave you guys for a little while, and I promise you I will upload when the time comes to start off 1980. But thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment you'd like to see next, subscribe, turn on notifications, share with your friends and family. Don't forget, when you're in space, no one can hear you scream. I shall see you guys in the next video. I don't know when it's going to be, but honestly, we can make this work, guys. I'm going to miss you. It might take a month, 2 months. Fuck knows how long, but I will get there, guys. Just bear with me on this one. It's been fun doing these current reactions, and I will upgrade this channel very soon. Hope to see you all in the nest soon. Love you all to death.